My daughter is 16 and she refuses to go to her dad's house. He leaves her home alone to care for her 4-year-old sister, and there's no food in the house, and he leaves her there overnight while he's out. He has taken me to court for contempt before, and the judge gave him makeup time for the time that my 16-year-old had not gone. Can a judge really force me to send my 16-year-old over to her dad's? Hi, my name is Billy Tarasio. I'm an Arizona family law attorney, and I have talked about this issue before. Generally speaking, there's no bright line rule when a child gets to decide whether or not to go to their other parent's house. However, you have given really valid reasons why your daughter doesn't want to be at her dad's house. Your 16-year-old reasonably does not want to be put in charge of a 4-year-old for a large amount of time. And she certainly doesn't want to be put in charge of a 4-year-old overnight or when there is no food in the house. Those things are not okay. So what can you do? It is not as simple as saying you don't have to go because your dad's house sucks and your dad is putting too much responsibility on you and not taking enough responsibility of his own. It's not that simple. You, mom, are going to have to start advocating for your daughter, and you're going to have to start creating evidence. So if I were your lawyer, I would probably recommend that you email dad and you let him know, blank, our daughter isn't comfortable coming because of this, this, and this. How are we going to handle this issue? So you really, I think, need to go offensive here, not necessarily filing something, but making your record on behalf of your daughter. I would ask you questions like, if the 16-year-old isn't there, who cares for the 4-year-old then? Who takes care of that child? How is that handled? Does he leave the 4-year-old alone? And when we say no food, what do we mean? Because my teenagers say we have no food when I have recently spent gobs of money at grocery stores. So I would want to make sure that we flesh that one out a little bit. Some kids truly have no food and some kids are picky. I think that, mom, you can do a lot to advocate for your daughter in your communications with your ex. And that might not be comfortable, but it's usually very effective. And if that doesn't make sense, then I would recommend you definitely get in with a local attorney near you for some brainstorming to come up with a plan to advocate on behalf of your child.